like to thank you all for coming today. My mother was a complicated woman. She grew up during the Depression. She was a teenager in London during the war. And she was used to making do, getting things done, being practical. She lived by her own high standards, and she expected the same from everyone around her, especially her children.
It's not going to be easy for you to get around to your appointments. How are you going to get your groceries? I work pretty much every day. It's not going to be easy for me to get you places, so how are we going to manage?
Oh, don't be so ridiculous. You're always so dramatic. I'm perfectly fine. I'll get my license back in a couple of weeks, and in the meantime, I'll take a taxi if I need to go anywhere. I'm sure you can manage to buy me a few groceries every now and again. Can you at least do that for me?
My mom was an independent, energetic, strong-minded, and tidy woman. She was still horseback riding and volunteering twice a week at 80. She was also a loving grandmother to my kids. She loved her grandchildren. She looked after them when they were babies while I worked and took them on lots of special adventures like pantomimes and plays, ferry trips, and even to a circus in Vancouver.
Hi, Mom. How are you doing today?
What do you mean, how am I doing? Look at me. When am I going home? You promised this would only be temporary, and it's been 2 weeks.
They just need you to stay here a bit longer, okay? Now, how about if I take you out for a walk in the garden? Would you like that?
Oh, I've been there 100 times already. Why hasn't anybody else been to see me? And where's Daddy?
Mom, do you remember?
Oh, yes. He died. They all die and leave me.
Who is they, Mom?
Oh, never mind. I'll tell you one day.
You always say that.
Everyone knows my mom was a strong woman. She worked in a male-dominated profession at a time when a woman's place was in the home. She developed good relationships with all the doctors and the other professionals that she worked with at the hospital. I think maybe caring for a daughter didn't fit with her vision of herself as a pioneer. I'm not really sure.
Are you there? I have to tell you, this is important.
I'm here.
Your sister, Angela. You remember you had a sister.
I'm Sarah. I'm your nurse.
We adopted her before you. She was supposed to be this beautiful little girl. I would dress her up in these beautiful dresses, and she would just spit up all over them. She was sick all the time. It was exhausting. There must have been something wrong with her.
I'm sure it must have been hard.
I didn't know anything about how to care for a baby. I just wanted her to be a good girl and not cry. But But she wouldn't. She wouldn't stop. She cried and cried and cried, and then finally she stopped.
What do you mean? She stopped.
She stopped because I hated her. I just wanted her to not throw up and not cry. I didn't know what to do. And so I stopped it. And then, when we adopted you, I couldn't think about her, about that, without... And I hated you for it.
My mother worked her whole career in the hospital system, caring for others, teaching nursing for decades. I think her knowledge and commitment to her practice was a guiding focus of her life.
Mom, it's me, Deborah. There's so much I want you to know. I'm worried it's probably too late. I'm so sorry we never got along. I'm sorry about so many things.
I guess in the end, we don't really know our parents or why they are the way they are. I think I never really understood my mother. But in the end, we do the best we can. And in the end, the love you get is equal to the love you give. I hope that is enough. Thank you.